Hello and welcome back to this Leeds United 1, Forest nil. How are we doing, guys?
I'm doing brilliant, mate.
Doing
Good.
good, doing good. I've got a cold,
Good.
but the result saved it.
So, how did we feel on the game, Craig?
Um, a bit in it weren't the best game were it to watch in the world, but it was good. It was good, and it was good to see. It was just good to see us be solid. Like I was never worried.
Yeah,
I mean, I
I
thought
didn't
we.
mind the game. I didn't mind the game. I thought it was very cagey, right? But I was like in the midfield battle, to be honest. Like all the challenges flying and everything. I quite enjoyed it. It felt like more of a MMA fight at times compared to a football match.
Yeah, I said though before the game that that midfield, whoever wins that midfield, is going to win that game because that's where it
Yeah,
needs to
yeah.
be won. And yeah, I just didn't feel worried. What I meant by it's not the best match is like it weren't the most end
Technical.
to end kind of thing, like loads and loads and loads of chances.
Yeah,
Um,
true.
but
I mean, they had 12 shots, we had 11. I thought we defended well because I think at one point on commentary it said they had like, was it, I can't remember how many touches in our area, like 43 or something like that. But apart from the one save that Trafford made, I know he made three saves overall. But it was never like it was a worry that we were going to concede here because the save that you made, I say it was a routine save, but you just know that had we had Darlow, Menier, previous keepers in, that we were going to lose that game because he
oh,
was just so assured, especially
the
when
head
it comes to crossing.
Yeah.
the header from Gibbs White.
Yeah,
Yeah, when that way, my first thought was any other keeper that's in.
yeah, literally. That's the same thing I was thinking,
Yeah,
but
you call it a routine save, but I was like any other keeper that's in. But Trafford just made it look easy. But it's so assuring at back. I never once got worried. It was weird to watch a Leeds football game without getting worried whenever that ball was near that 18-yard box.
no, I mean defended well as a unit. Even when we like pressed forward and we lost the ball, we just done so well to hold it back. But let's just talk about the goal. Obviously, Stack with a beautiful free kick, and I'm going to bang on about this until he actually gets the most free kick goals in a single season in the Premier League. It's one down. Craig, what did you think of the free kick?
Um, it's weird because I kind of expect it from Stack now. I think I've been spoilt that every time I see Stack uh, take a run up to hit a dead ball that it's going to go in the back of the net. It were very unlucky earlier. Like from a tight angle, that would have been
Yeah.
a pearler of a goal. But we forget we did score a goal, although it was offside earlier on, like Harry
Yeah,
Wilson. But yeah, stat were amazing. I think he got his range, didn't he? He got that tight one out of the way, and then the next one, I thought this is going in.
I think I've seen a stat earlier that he scored 60% of his direct free kicks. So that just, I
What?
think it's either 40 or 60% of his direct free kicks for Leeds in his last, I think it's 10 or 12 attempts that he's actually scored. I'll try and find it as we're recording this when we go on to player
That's
ratings.
insane
When we get
convert.
on to player ratings, I will double confirm what it was. But yeah, that free kick though, what did you make of it?
I thought, you know what? Like looking back on it, I think Cells could have saved it, but the power behind it, I just think like a lot of keepers would struggle with it. To be honest, like it wasn't Stacks, like it wasn't anywhere near Stacks' best free kick, right? Like we can agree on that. And I think Cells maybe on another day could have saved it, but I just think like the power he got behind it maybe too much for Cells. But like I am over the moon with it. Over the moon with it. The thing is, when I saw him step up from that angle, I was like 70% sure he would score.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
you just come as soon as you know he's taking that free kick. You've got like I think we've been spoilt from last season, haven't we? You just think he's either going to hit the target or he's going to score. He's
yeah,
I mean, this is a stat here from obviously it's from Johnny Cooper. Opta has shot data since 03-04 season, and in that time, 381 players have had more than 5 attempts from direct free kick in the Premier League. The player with the best conversion rate, Anton Stack, 4 goals from 10 free kicks, so 40%.
That's crazy.
I
So
mean,
basically the best free kick.
That's
taker.
Ward Prowse numbers. Well, better than that even.
yeah, much better than that. But yeah, I mean, obviously, like you said, Craig, Wilson had the ball in the back of the net. It was offside. I mean, I think we all knew straight away that it was offside, but
It was good
like,
build. It was good build-up play though. That's what we've got to take from it. It was good build-up play.
yeah, definitely. I mean, I think there was bits that we did when we did really, really well, and then little bits that we struggled on. I thought that we struggled trying to create a lot.
Yeah.
I know, like we said, we had 11 shots, 3 on target, but we weren't really
Both sides,
creating.
both sides weren't creating though. Really, like most opportunities came from set pieces, right?
Yeah,
Like I mean, I feel like with Forest fans are probably thinking the same thing, but they won't be able to really create many clear-cut opportunities. I mean, I think their best opportunity in the game was the one where Murillo played it through to Wood and Wood first time, and it just went horribly wrong. I thought that was their best opportunity
yes.
aside from the when they hit the post. So I don't think either team was, special today creatively. I just think both teams were very solid in the midfield and defensively.
I fully get what you mean. What I'm trying to say is from the Leeds point of view, like when you're looking at, obviously, in my point of view, we defended well. We stopped them from creating the thing. We lacked creativity, even though, like you say, they defended really, really well. I'll touch upon it on player ratings, like the frustrating parts of it, where people would hold on to the ball for too long or try
Yeah.
fancy things. And I mean, one of their players potentially should have got a red card. Before we get into player ratings, though, do you think that they should have had a red card, Craig?
Early doors, yeah.
Yeah.
On James Justin, definitely. It's a 2-foot challenge, and it were off the ground. Both feet left the ground. In my remembering rules from last season, the season before that, 2 feet off the ground is a red card. Dangerous play. So regardless of how dangerous it was a red card.
Did you
I
think
mean,
it was or not?
yeah. To be fair, I mean, if you follow like the law of the book word by word, then yeah, it's a red. But I wouldn't like say if Justin did that to Aina and we got a red card for that, I would be fuming. Do you know what I mean? It's like I wouldn't want to see that red card given for us, and I think it would be unfair if I wanted that red card to be given for another team. But law of the book, it is a red. But like, do you know what I mean? Like,
But then DCL done something in on commentary and said it was dangerous or something or other, like dangerous entitlement or something like that, but not a reckless challenge, but not enough to warrant a red card.
yeah,
So
that worried me actually.
does swings around about, but
Yeah.
guys that are listening,
That's not the rule, though, is it? It's
I
reckless
know,
challenge or not a reckless challenge. There's no grey area. It's
yeah,
a black or white, situation. It's both feet left the ground. It were a dangerous tackle, red card. That's all it is. It's like an
No, but you give
handball.
a red for that, game's gone, really, isn't it?
No,
Right.
because it could have been a dangerous. It could have hurt him. It could have,
Yeah.
it could have injured him.
yeah.
Both. He was out of control. As soon as 2 feet leave the ground, you're out of control. So anything could happen. That's why it's reckless. It's like it's basically the same as handball in the penalty area. It's handball or it's not handball. You don't. Oh well, he didn't mean to do it, kind of thing. It is, it's just
Yeah.
one of them. But as soon as I saw it, I was like, that's red. So when you were watching the replay, it's red, but it is what it is. So at least we won the game. So who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares? Who cares again?
Guys that are listening or watching us at the moment, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe because it helps the channel out. I am having a mare today. So let's get into player ratings. And guys, let us know your player ratings if you agree with us or disagree with us. Obviously, John Trafford, goalkeeper, play on words. It's a joke. It's James Trafford. I'm just Fabrizio Romano. But yeah, James Trafford, solid game, debut game. Craig, how do you feel with him today?
Um, Amazing. His distribution, everything. Like even when he don't mean to, even his left foot is better than the keepers that we've had. You know.
Just lost words now, aren't you?
Yeah, because I don't want to give him too high because like my heart and everything's going like 9.5, maybe a 10. But I've got to give him a 9 at least.
I mean, 1 clean sheet, 3 saves, 44 touches, 10 recoveries, 10 long balls as well.
And
What did you make of him?
no flapping at all.
Yeah,
I
no,
felt, I felt like it's the first time I've watched Leeds in probably my entire lifetime, actually, that I've felt safe with a goalkeeper. Like, who have I had in my lifetime? I've had like Wilderwild, Silvestri, Rob Green. This is the first time in my life that I've had a keeper at Leeds and thought, okay, I feel safe with you in net. So, I mean, he didn't really have too many saves to make. Like, he made 3, so I'd give him an 8. Like, I think he was as good as he needed to be and very just comforting to have. So I'd give him an 8.
I'd give him at least an 8.5, just due to the fact, like you said, it's your calmness. You're not worried about him making a mistake. Even when he's got the ball at his feet, it's simple. It's kick out to a player. And a lot of time it actually went to our players. Yes, there was like 1 or 2 where it went off for a throw in and stuff like that,
Yeah.
or from a goal kick. But overall, his distribution was good. He was calm on the ball. He knew that to pass it short if he needed to, whether or not he was passing it to Rodon short. Even when a player was there, he didn't have that worry about his defence in front of him. So it's got to be at least an 8.5 for me. I'm just going to stick with an 8.5.
And it was fast distribution as well. It weren't
Yeah.
holding onto it for ages and ages and then inviting that pressure. He knew we were passing it to straight away and it went.
Yeah, 8.5 for me. Right, Rodon next in. I've just mentioned him. Ib, I'll go to you first for Rodon. What do you rate him today?
I'd give him like a 7. Thought he was good. Thought he was good. Like, didn't make any mistakes. Did what he needed to do. 7. Solid.
7? No, that's fine. Craig, what did you make of him today?
Rodon, yeah, I'd go 7.5. I think he's being outdone now.
I mean, I like the little run that he done in the second half when he got a cross away. So he's still, I know he only done that like once or twice, but he was brilliant in the air today. Obviously, tackle 7.5. Only because I'm trying to think of like other players around and what I'm judging them and how I judge him as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, 7.5 for him. Right, Murahomovic next, Craig.
Got an 8.5 on it. He's like a Rolls Royce.
8.5. I mean, I wouldn't say it was that high.
He's a Rolls Royce.
No, that's fine. Ib, what did you make of him?
I'd say 7.5 for Tarek. I just if his header went in, then I'd be saying 10. But no, I'm joking. But like 7.5 for Tarek. He didn't do anything wrong with the ball. Defensively, he was great. 7.5, maybe 8. 7.75.
I think it's his debut in it. It's just adapting to the league, and he didn't do anything wrong. Like, had he scored that goal, we'll be praising him even more than what we already have done. But those 3 at the back complement each other.
Yeah.
And I think, 7.5 for him. I was originally going to go 7, and I thought that's way too low. So
I'm sticking with my 8.5. That header, brilliant to get. If that had gone in, it would have been amazing. A bit like Biol's goal last season. You know.
Yeah.
And then the celebration at the end with the fans.
Yeah, that goes into it, does it?
Yeah, and then
of course it does.
And then the overlapping run. What left? Where did you ever see Stroke do an overlapping run like that?
Yeah, it's true. We've upgraded.
Yeah, I'm for it. The things I've factored into this is Premier League debut, his age, and how good he was.
Yeah, I'm going to go for an 8 because he also got our highest passing percentage as well for a start in the starting 11. That is, I'm not going to include Longstaff. Who got 100% passing record. But what about Bijol, mate? Here, I'll go to you first
Okay,
for
no,
Bijol.
BL like arguably 9. BL, I think since we bought him, I think he's been our best centre half. Like he's just I don't know, like he's just a brick. Like nothing, like I don't know if he makes a mistake, yeah, whatever. Like when he did against Man United pre-season, but when he's on it, like when he's just throwing himself at everything and just, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I think he's brilliant. And today, especially, I'd say at minimum an 8.5.
Craig,
I'll go 8.5 for him as well.
don't forget that last man tackle he done as well.
Yeah, but it's beyond. Like I said, that 3 is going to be immense this season.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's just a wall, isn't it? And then, and the good thing about it is like you've got Trafford behind that, and then you've got if Rodon, anything, God forbid, anything happens to Rodon or into a different position, you've got Elvedi coming in. It's like, when have Leeds ever seen a defence like this?
I mean, not even just that. Even like the two centre mids in front of them drop back. Like you got Ampadu as well, Stack that can do defensive work as well. We've got the most tackles in the game for us, so which we'll touch upon when we actually get to him. But yeah, even our like wing backs as such are still like the whole unit. The fact that we just defend and it's just solid, and you just think, okay, I'm going to actually enjoy this game.
Yeah. So
So
that's what I was saying though. It's like defensively, you can see even to the midfield is all solid. It's all solid. Like you can see, and you put Goodmanson there when he's fit. That's even better. That's going to balance that side out even better. But
yeah,
it's just up front. All you need is that little sprinkling of magic up front now, just to because we might not concede many goals if we stick like this, but it's probably going to be hard to score goals. As you saw today, difficult to create chances.
yeah, we'll touch upon that one near the end as well. But I'm going to go for 8.5. I just thought he was just solid. Like I said, it's only going to get better, I think. Right, let's go for James Justin next. What did you make of him, Craig?
I'd give him a 7.5,
7.5.
Yeah.
Ian, what about you, mate?
Yeah, I'd say
Each does his job.
7.25.
All right.
When are we
We're
doing
going
quarters?
We're going quarters now. Because, no, I just thought again with Justin, I don't think I've ever seen him play worse than a 7 out of 10. To be honest, like again
So
today, like in his, I think the best thing about him today was his duels with Aina and like whoever came on for Forest. Well, I forgot his name. Like when I don't know when Justin is like on it, it's just so like safe. I feel so safe with Justin. Just it's great.
Yeah, I'll go for 7.5 as well for him. Bogle, though. What do you make of Bogle?
Well, I mean, if his ball to Wilson wasn't offside, then I'd say 7.5. But I'd say like 6.5. It was like I didn't think it was bad. I didn't think he was anything to like write home about. So I give him like a 6.5. I think it was, yeah.
Let's just touch upon this a minute from Russ. Why are you saying that? We're looking very decent at the back, and they'll get better when playing more regular. But we still need another left back. I think James Justin can play left back. I think it's possibly the right or someone that can actually play both sides, like a Justin James or James Justin that can play, that can do both. But I think we just need an actual left back as such. I know that's been rumoured that we are after a backup left back. But yeah, Bogle, I mean 7. I thought he wasn't as good. He didn't stand out as much as the others. Craig, do you agree with that or not?
I don't know. I'm gonna go 7.5 with Bogle. I like Bogle, and I thought he did well on that right hand side. Because he was drifting past a couple of their players and progressing with the ball. I feel that he does that better. I know Justin's not left-footed, so I feel like he does that better than Justin. And he's got that relationship. I think they were forming a decent partnership with Harry Wilson at some. There were like little bits
Yeah.
interchange game that looked good. So yeah, I'll give him 7.5.
No, that's fine. What about Ampadu next, Craig?
Captain Fantastic.
I
I'll
mean, long throws were decent as well.
Yeah, I'm going to give him an 8.5. I was going to go 9 then, and I just thought I'll give him an 8.5.
Ib,
I'm
what
not.
about you, mate?
Eight and a half. 8.5. He's just he gets better every week. Ampadu just like gets better. Like I don't know, like the sky's the limit for him. Genuinely, I can't believe he's only like what 24, 25, and he's
Yeah.
like he's unreal. I love this guy. He was so good today. 8.5 minimum, maybe 9. I'd say 9. Honestly, 9.
8.5. Yeah, 8.5 for him. And actually, looking on whoscored.com, I did make a mistake when I said that Stack got the most tackles for us. It was actually James Justin who got 6 tackles. So, yeah, I can't remember what I rated him, so I'm just going to put him up 0.5, whatever I rated him. Yeah, Ampadu 8.5. Stack, no. I mean, I've seen a fair. I'm just going to say my piece. I've seen a few people online saying he had a poor game. He should have come off on the 60th minute for Longstaff. I mean, yes, his part. I mean, people saying about his passing wasn't great. He wasn't really on it, but I know the whole thing that obviously you score a goal, your rating goes up, everyone praises you and stuff like that. Did either of you think that he should have come off, or were you
No.
happy with him?
I was happy with it. His passing was a bit lackluster, but I thought everyone's passing was a bit off the pace. Even Forest's passing was off the pace. But the thing is, with like him and Ampadu today, will like in every duel. Like I don't know how many defensive contributions Stack must have ended up having, but he was like everywhere. He was covering like him and Ampadu were covering every blade of grass. So when I saw like at half time everyone saying, "Oh, Stack's been awful," I thought the complete opposite. I thought it was very good today defensively, but his passing was just a bit wayward. But if I was giving a rating, I'd give it a 9.
Yeah, I mean, 4 interceptions, 4 clearances, 3 tackles, 2 aerials, 1. So 3 shots as well. I think overall, when you look at him, well, yeah, he's not really this typical attacking mid or defensive mid. He's just this hybrid that can just do both. And I think that in certain games, you need him just to do one or the other. Today he was like a lot more defensive, which was good. And yeah, when he went forward, his passing wasn't overly great. He still contributed a lot.
Where's this bad passing come from?
Well, apparently, he missed a few passing
Is
and stuff like that.
right, because is it? I wonder if it's what's sticking in people's head is the pass that he played out wide to Justin. That Justin came inside instead of staying out wide, so it looked like a bad pass because he played it out and Justin came in and it went behind him, and instead of spinning and trying to keep it, he just let it. He tried just sticking it like out.
I think it's more just loose balls, really. Like
sometimes he did, but last season he did. Last
Yeah.
season at the beginning, you know, until he got the fitness back and his match sharpness, it was like his passes were either too short or not hard enough. You know, not enough pace in them. There was just that slight adjustment that he needed, but after a few games, it went away. But I don't think. I mean, I can't pull him down for anything because that
The goal itself.
His defensive work, yeah, his goal, but his defensive work was without stacking that team, you lose a hell of a lot defensively.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean,
definitely a 9.
Like I've said many times before, your stats are misleading because it will say here that he's 17 passes out of 31 passes, 55% pass rating. So you think when you look at that, you think, well, that's poor. But then you got to think of, well, what type of passes were he making? Who were they to? if he was passing it to the left, but then their player quickly ran in front of him and intercepted it, that all counts, but it doesn't always cover that metric. So, like I say, stats can be misleading. It's just how you like read it whilst watching the game as well.
Mm.
So, overall, I thought he was good. I'd give him a 9.
Yeah.
So,
I
right,
was confused when you said that people are saying that they should have brought him off because I'm like, if
I
you
generally seen that.
yeah, if you take Stack out of a game, that's it. We've already seen what happens when in pre-season when you take Stack and Ampadu out of that midfield, we lose
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
so much.
oh, that's true. What about Wilson then? Obviously, debut today, came off. What did you make of him, Craig?
I thought it was good today. Like in pre-season, people said that it was a bit like not amazing, not rubbish, but he just steadily gone through. Hey, Danny. So yeah, I thought today were a little bit better, a little bit sharper, and it's unfortunate it were offside. I think that ball came a little bit too late to him, but still a good finish. And I hope he kicks on because it's kind of like a new position, not new to him, but it's a new role into it than what he's used to for the last
Yeah.
couple of seasons. He's played more out wide, so but yeah, he was good today. I'll have to him 8.
So 8, okay. Ib, what about you, mate?
I, I thought it was like if he had scored, like if that goal counted, then I'd say 7.5. But I'd say 7. I'd say 7 today because I thought he could have created a bit more. But other than that, I mean, I think because of how cagey the game was, it's a bit unfair to criticize him too much. Also, you've got to think with how Forest play, he has 3 men essentially like trying to take the ball off him as well with Murillo, Williams, and Tangare. Do you know what I mean? Because he also Wilson's going to be our main creative threat throughout the season, so they've probably studied him a bit to try and stop him from causing as much whatever. So I'd say 7 because I think he was adequate enough today. And obviously, if that goal counts, then you think, oh, what a great game.
No, I agree with you on that. I do think it was a 7. He was just cut out of the game a lot more because of their defense. So when he got the ball, he was having 2, 3 people on him, so he
Yeah,
couldn't really get into that stride a lot. Like his set pieces were okay. Like he did a good delivery into the ball in the second half. So I think, like I say, sometimes some players take more time to adapt to a new system, a new team. Others just bed in really, really quickly. So I think with Wilson, it might take a couple games to find his flow, find his rhythm, especially with how we play. If he's more in that like 2 10s that we're playing, 2 behind the strikers, yes, he drifts wide a little bit, but you need to have that understanding with Bogle a little bit more. And as soon as that starts clicking, other teams are in trouble. So yeah, 7 for me. Aronson next. If I'll go to you first for Aronson.
I thought he was good. I thought he was all right. I thought he, 7 as well. Actually, if anything, I thought he was slightly better than Wilson, so I'll say 7.25. I think Aronson's there for the work rate, right? Like, and I think today he did very well helping out Justin and Ampadu and Stack. I thought his pressing was very good today. When he snatched the ball off Milenkovic, I was very surprised because Milenkovic is built like a statue, but Aronson obviously got the ball off him that one time. So I thought it was a 7. No complaints.
Craig, what about you?
I've given him I give him a 7.5. He's busy. He's always gonna, like you say, he's there for the work rate, and that's all I expect of him because I don't expect any quality to come from him. Like, what I mean by that is like I don't expect like that, like a no look pass or something amazing that'll happen. If it does, it is amazing. But he's there, like you say, he's there for the work rate, and he does a good job. He hassles defenders. Like you said, nobody would have expected him to win that ball, and he just took it from him. and then won the free kick, which Stack almost scored from. So it's it is there, and it nearly got put through if Calvert-Lewin could pass the ball. Yeah, it is. It is what it is. I'll give him 7.5.
So I've got two parts when it comes to Aaronson: the good side and the bad side of him. The good side, which you two have both touched upon, like the fact that he won that ball, won the free kick. Even commentators were like, "How has he done that?" Then you got the other side of him when he was on the right hand side. He got the ball and he's just trying these fancy little flicks that he does, like feet over the ball and then loses it.
Oh yeah.
And all you just think is literally simple pass in the middle, give it to Stack, give it to Ampadu, lay it off to Bogle. But no, you try this fancy footwork, you lose the ball. 2 seconds later, they got a counter attack, and thankfully, like Bogle, Biol, oh no, not Bogle, Rodon or Bijol won the ball back. And I'm like thinking, that's the error that you make. If you're a striker or an attacking player, you lose the ball, you're susceptible to a counter attack, and that's his main fault. He lost the ball way too easy because he tries his fancy things, and you all know that I'm a massive Aaronson fan, but I will criticize him when it's needed. I'm only going to give him a 7. Just for that.
I think Wilson will be our main creative threat for sure.
I don't. I kind of agree with this. That
creative threat, as in like playmaking wise, surely it's Wilson. Who else would you think?
We'll bring someone in that will be more the creative. We can't lay it all on Wilson. I think
no, but not all of it. But
Okafor will be. I think Stack will be the most creative player. I'm gonna say that. Nah, I think he'll be the most creative player that we've got.
Well, I think Stack and Wilson, but I think Wilson right now, like, is him and Wilson and Stack are the two main creative threats. I don't. No one else in our squad's really an open play creator, really.
I don't think anybody is. I don't even think Wilson's a creative player. I don't know where. Like even when
he's creative.
On the things like saying he's not. I don't think he's a creative player. He's good at free kicks. He's good at dead ball situations. He's good at playing a pass. He's good at He's not. When I think of a creative player, I'm thinking Pablo Hernandez, Rafinha. He's not that.
Yeah, but then
I think there's just different types of how you determine a creative player.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
But in our starting 11, who would you say the most creative player is?
Stack.
And then who?
Probably in the start.
Probably Okafor.
Okafor if he starts.
Fair enough.
Because things happen, don't they? Harry Wilson does what he's supposed to do. He does the simple things that he's supposed to do. Like he's not gonna just beat 5 men and go. Bang.
I think it's hard to say because of all his like assists last season, people will immediately think creativity.
It's
but
like
it's not that.
Yeah, it's like that Aaronson thing last season when people say now, he's got so many assists and it's like he's our most creative player. It's like he hasn't created anything. He's just crossed the ball. That someone else has created that situation.
I think we just the way that we play, we're not as it stands.
Yeah,
we're not that creative, explosive teams. We use our strength, which is like throw-ins and set pieces. As it stands, maybe at the end of the transfer window we'll say differently depending on who we bring in. Maybe we become more counter-attacking, pressing, passing machine. But as it stands right now, by the looks of what we saw today and a little bit in pre-season, it's solely is we're going to build up pressure and either a counter attack or set piece. I hate to say that because we're so used to being this passing team for the last few years. We've been spoiled by it, but we just need to change it a little bit. So, but yeah, what about DCL today? Here, I'll go to you first for DCL.
I mean, you can tell he's on the pitch because he's always going up for stuff, right? Like he's always there to be an inconvenience for the other centre halves. I mean, look, what can you really expect of him? Because like our striker in this system isn't going to have that many touches of the ball. So what you want him to do is just be as inconvenient as for the centre halves as possible, and he does that role perfectly. He would have scored if Wilson had left it when Wilson was offside. He would have scored, but so I think it's all right, isn't it? Like 6.5, 7. Like, do you know what I mean? Like he was there, didn't do anything bad.
I just love that he was there. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
that's like the best line you've ever said. Great. What did you make of him today?
I'm gonna give him a 6. He's a nuisance. He's a nuisance, and that's exactly what we've got him for. But there is that time where he gets the ball at his feet and he has them opportunities and he does nothing, or he passes it, he loses the ball, he tries to simple pass to Aronson. I mean, come on, like he could have put Aronson through. If that were roles reversed and he's a striker and Aronson's playing that ball through and he received that kind of ball, he'd be fuming. As a striker, you'd be fuming. And he didn't even play a simple pass like he should have done. I've never really rated him. Even last season, I was saying I've never rated him as a footballer. He's good at what he does, but as a footballer, just purely as a footballer with the ball at his feet, he's not my favourite.
Thing is though, with him, he will hassle defenders. He's good in the air. Like he won four aerial duels today, but it's who's down knocking, who's winning the second ball. Which yes, we won it, but then what do you do afterwards? You got to then create your space to either receive the ball or like try and knock out to the wings. Then you're in the ball. But he was never in that area. Well, yes, if you said, "Oh, well, had Wilson not touched it and he had touched it, it's in," I think they were both offside. It would have been close,
Oh, were
but
they?
I think they were both slightly offside.
Oh, okay.
So
What I will caveat it though is I think it will get better. Like
yeah,
as season, because it's the first game of the season. Everybody's a little bit rusty and a bit.
It does make me wonder though. Imagine Rodrigo in his role, like with the ball at feet, or like Rodrigo off the left of him instead of like Aronson, or like I don't know. I feel like Rodrigo. Like I was thinking this earlier. Like obviously in the air, Calvert-Lewin's immense, but then ball at your feet. Like if Rodrigo was like, say if you had the two strikers, for example, Calvert-Lewin and Rodrigo together, that would have been great if we ever got to see that. But unfortunately, we can't.
I think it is hard to say because even when he was at Everton only really played with one up top, and then they played that number 10 role. So he never really had a second striker with him. And we played it a couple times last season, but I was only as all the attackers on Metcha Perot.
Yeah. Well,
Then that
Everton,
was it.
His best season at Everton. Well, what happened? Ancelotti told him first time, hit the ball first time, and last season he had another one of his best seasons ever in the Premier League, and what were most of his goals? First time. So,
literally.
This is what I'm saying. Ball at his feet, too many touches, not a footballer. First time, just hit it or do something, and it's and he'll either find the back of net or he misses. But if he gets close, It might come back. The keeper someone else might tap it in.
Yeah, no. I think we're all in agreement on that. Right, let's quickly run through the subs before we end it. Noah Okafor, I mean, should have shot, took too many touches, tried to dribble.
Yeah.
Did well coming back though.
Pardon?
Did pretty well coming back. Like his work rate was very good. I thought obviously when he came on for did he come on for Wilson, right? Yeah. Thought he was very good, like just helping out the defense really. Going forward, he was a bit like but you can't really expect too much of him. So I'd give him a 6.75.
You and your 3 quarters and quarters.
Yeah, we just got to be honest.
Craig, what about you, mate?
I'm going to give him 7 because I liked that run because it was positive. I'm used to it with Okafor. He does that roll, and then forgets that he's got the ball at his foot and leaves it behind him. But there was that little run that he took a couple of players on, turned them inside out, and then it was just like a tired cross. So it you know, if we'd have put a bit of pace on that, and it, like I reckon after 3 or 4 matches, a bit of match sharpness and a bit of fitness, that gets put into the middle or cut back. But it was just a bit of a tired cross, so it was like a bad ending to something that was good. You can see how positive he is, and I just expect that to look for. It's either it comes off or it doesn't. So
I mean, he came on and already did as many dribbles as, well, more dribbles than Wilson, Bogle, and Ampadu, and then the same amount of dribbles as Aronson.
I reckon
So
he's one of the best.
it does create stuff in that sense that he's creating space and stuff like that. I'm going to go up to a 7 instead of a 6.5. What about Longstaff then? Well, came on in the 82nd minute for Brendan Aronson. Craig, I'll go to you first.
It's the 7. He's steady into it. Longstaff, you know what you're getting from an experienced Premier League midfielder. He does he does his job, and that's it.
Ib?
Yeah. Again, he was on the pitch and he did things that were helpful, and it was. I was glad. I was happy when he came on, and I was right to be happy because he was very. He was
there.
Yeah, he just did what he was meant to do, and we won the game.
Brilliant insight. Brilliant insight as always, Ib.
Yeah.
Is this going to be a theme for the rest of the season?
I mean, he only had 2 touches of the ball, I think.
On the pitch.
No, but I think he only had like what? He can't have had more than 5 touches of the ball.
Yeah, I like it though. I like it.
I'm going to go 6.5 for him because he was there. In that case, Ib, the last player that almost came on the pitch, Aldavidi, what would you rate him just for standing on the touchline in his kit?
There was a lot of aura. He has good aura. So I'd say, in terms of aura, I'd go like 7.5.
And that's why you're here, and that's why we've brought you along for a journey, mate, for the aura. Right then, before we leave it, let's rate Daniel Farker as always. Craig, what would you rate Farker today?
9. He's got 3 points, clean sheet, first game of the season, just like last season. But this is away from home, so we won half as many games away from home as we did last season already.
Ib, what would you rate Farker today?
8, because I was actually, like, I'm not gonna lie, I was very happy with a 0-0, and then we, you know what I mean. So I would have given him a 7.5, but like he wasn't the reason why we scored. Like, do you know what I mean? It wasn't his brilliance that got us. Like his tactical mind got us a 0-0. Stack got us the win. Do you know what I mean? So I'd give Fark an 8 because I would have given him a 7.5 if we didn't win. So, do you know what I mean? Like,
he deserves his coffee and cake tonight.
Yeah, 8. Yeah, for sure.
To be fair, mate, I can't really fault him in terms, like, to 2 subs that he made, spot on. Obviously, almost brought on Aldavidi just to shore up the defence, but referee blew the whistle, so we didn't need to bring him on. But starting lineup, spot on. I'd give him a 9 as well. But we will leave it there. Guys, thanks for listening. Do not forget to like, subscribe, share it to all your Leeds friends or just anybody in general. Help the channel grow. Leeds.
Forest away next. Oh,
yes, again.
Yeah, Forest away.